Okay, so today we're going to be playing Superboy for the Sega Master System, which is really exciting because I didn't even know there was a game based on Superboy, which back in the day was the adventures of Superman when he was a boy. And there was a mildly popular Superboy TV show that aired around that time, so you gotta have that game to capitalize, so sure, let's give this a whirl and... Hey, wait a minute. This isn't Superboy, this is Oh, come on now, seriously? That's supposed to be... Oh, come on now. That guy has as much business calling himself Superboy as the total package Lex Luger. Who are you trying to kid here, man? Jesus, fuck. Released in 1989 for the Sega Master System, courtesy of South Korean bootleg factory Zemina, to call Superboy a blatant ripoff of one of Nintendo's arguably most iconic video games is being exceedingly generous. Indeed, what we have on display here is very much an unauthorized adaptation of Super Mario Bros. 1, except obviously nowhere near as good. Now we say Master System, but Superboy is actually a game made for Sega's earlier console, the SG-1000, which is nowhere near as high-tech as the Mark III, aka the Japanese Master System. Still, this was packaged and sold as a Master System cartridge. Various sources have labeled this as a Master System game, and so that's what we're going for this entire run of Superboy games, of which there are 4. And we're going to be looking at all 4 of them this whole week. Yeah, I need a drink or 2, or 20. Fuck. So let's address the core gameplay quickly because there's not much to it and you're probably already familiar with the source material this is based on. So you play as Superboy, and your goal is to move to the right, collect coins for an extra life per 100 coins, hit question blocks for either coins or on rare occasions special power-ups such as growth mushrooms that will let you sometimes take an extra hit before dying, and fire flowers that will let you shoot out one fireball at a time. And by the way, the items coming out of these blocks are randomized every single time you play, which adds to the fun factor, if you will. Each stage ends with a flagpole that you have to touch to clear and move on to the next stage, except for every 4th stage, which takes place in a castle setting, where you have to get past King Koopa Turtle Guy and get to the other side of the bridge where you're greeted with... Oh, for fuck's sake, why would you do that? I swore using this anymore for future videos, but fuck it, let's go for it. Where you're greeted with... Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Superboy only has 4 worlds and 4 stages, so half of Super Mario Bros., and even those levels have some changes made in terms of shorter length or different obstacles. Your enemy roster is smallish: Goombas, Koopas, Beetles, Spinies, and Fireball things. With the exception of the Fireballs and King Koopa, all these enemies can be killed with a stomp. Yes, even the Koopas and the Beetles die off when you stomp on them, so no shell action for Superboy here. Spinies can also be technically killed with a stomp, though you probably won't live to talk about it, so in that regard they do remain a threat. And question blocks holding random items for every game you play means it could be a good long while before you even sniff a super mushroom for that extra hit that may or may not happen because the hit detection is kinda shit, much less a fire flower that lets you shoot completely and utterly worthless projectiles that make them not worth the effort in trying to attain, assuming you ever get them at all. Most egregious of all, the hitboxes on these things are terribly unfair. A whiff of air between Superboy and his target is enough to off him apparently. Controls are also rubbish. The buttons are reversed, which for this style of play is stick goddess. But also, there's a considerable lag in response time, and when it comes to the overall physics, particularly in regards to jumping, the whole thing just feels wonky, broken, sluggishly floaty. The textbook definition of sucking major balls. There are other issues to be found here and there, but those are the major ones, I think. We don't need to get into the other ones. Not that I really want to. Anyways, visually, it almost looks the part. It's obviously missing colors here and there, but the sprites and graphics look similar enough to the NES original. The scrolling is janky and broken, however, which gives away this game's SG-1000 origins, as the Master System could normally do scrolling just fine. And there's quite a bit of flicker to be found here, and audibly, you've got the overworld and underworld themes of Super Mario, and they sound like ass. Few sound effects, they're all terrible, and yeah, not much else to say here, I'm afraid. Superboy 1 is terrible, nobody should play it, and they made 4 of these fucking things, and we're gonna play them all this week. What fun.